Hello, Danielle Wolfson. I'm very excited to be back with you. The last time we saw you, you had just come down off the summit of Mount Everest. And I like to call you my calculated daredevil. And I'm wondering, in the last few months, what have you been up to? What have you been doing that's been calculated and crazy at the same time?
Wow, hello, hi, Jennifer. I'm so happy to be here. Yes, it's crazy days, crazy months. And since our last conversation, I told you about my expedition to highest mountain in the world, Everest. And in December, I go to climb Mount Vinson, the highest mountain in Antarctica. So it's like in continent Antarctica, the south place in the world, the coldest place in the world. And sometimes people thinking that the north is the coldest place, North Pole. No, South Pole and the Antarctica is the coldest place in the world. And I was there almost 1 month.
And how cold is cold? Like, give me a number.
It was a summer, like November, December, January. It's a summer. And in these days, it's like minus 50 degrees Celsius. I'm talking about Celsius, 60, Celsius minus 60. In the winter days, it's going to be 1 degrees Celsius minus. So it's like hot days in summer days, but it was cold. And if we compare to the Everest, like in Everest, like at the summit, it was minus 40 degrees Celsius. When I was on the summit, it was hot. If you are comparing to the Antarctica, it's a different game. Different game.
Was What was Antarctica like? First of all, what was it like?
It's like a cosmos. It's like that you're in different place, disconnected from everything. It's a clean continent, very white continent. There's only snow. There's nothing. You cannot even go with the dirty boots on the snow. When you are going with a special plane, you are entering to the special plane that will bring us on the ice, that landing on the ice. So we are cleaning with a special things, our boots, everything, because there is no
Let me just understand. You land with a special plane, and when you get off the plane, you have to clean your shoes. Why?
absolutely, because there's no bacteria, nothing. Everything is clean, so you cannot bring and anything with you, and also like dirty things. And first of all, they are keeping Antarctica clean, so the snow must be very clean and very white. Nobody can even put anything on this snow. Nothing. Of course, no garbage. Of course, everything what happens there, you take with you and bring to Chile, to Punta Sarena, when we start our expedition. Of course, I'm not speaking about performing basic needs like position one, position two. And I'm speaking about it because it's important. You need to do it in the special bags, in the special bottles, and everything you bring with you back. So nothing can
Okay,
stay
so
there. Nothing.
nothing. What comes with you leaves with you.
Absolutely. Everything.
And what was the purpose of the trip? What were you doing specifically?
Yes, of course. I'm now want to continue my seven summits, say project seven summit on every continent, the highest mountain of seven summits. So Vinson is the highest mountain in Antarctica continent. So it's stayed for me after Antarctica that I succeeded to climb and to be on the highest point on Antarctica. It's left for me two mountains, Alaska, Denali in Alaska, and the one mountain that is in Australia. It's not a high mountain, but it's the highest mountain in this continent. It's Kosciuszko. So a very small mountain that can be done in 1 day, but it's two mountains that left for me to do to complete my project, seven summits, and to be the first Israeli woman that will complete seven summits project.
And when do you expect you're going to complete the Alaska and the Australia summit?
Alaska, I'm going already on June. It's already planned. And the Australia, I just need to buy ticket and go to Australia and to do it. I can do it for all year. Doesn't matter. I can go there and to do the summit. Actually, there's in Australia one mountain can be, or it can be also in Indonesia, Karsten pyramids. But because Indonesia is closed, so it can be possibility to do in Australia. So it doesn't matter. Karsten's pyramid, Australia, and I will complete my seventh summit. And that's what my plan to do it this year, to finish in 27 summit project, and to be the first Israeli that did it, that will do it.
So you take calculated risks when you do these summits. You know, you went to Everest, you had a lot of trouble getting up, getting down, you survived it. What was the most harrowing or difficult part of the last summit in Antarctica? What was the hardest part?
Yes, it's a different at all. So people asking me if you compare to Everest, and I'm telling one day in Antarctica, it's like 10 days during expedition on Everest. And I will explain. First of all, it's summer months. It's all the time 24/7 daylight. Like 24/7, it's a daylight. There's no dark. So in this situation, like in 24 hours, all 24 hours you do something. First of all, it's a sportive expedition, so you do everything. There's no porters, there's no sherpa, there's no people that can carry something for you. So I going with sled, that the weight of the sled is between 40 to 60 kilograms. It starts, but during expedition we are eating using things, so it's less and less kilograms. And everything we do it by ourselves, that every participant, every climber taking a own sled and going every camp, base camp, camp 1, camp 2, camp 3, with sleds till last camp, and after that the summit push. And because it's light all the day, so we are coming, building the camp, we are preparing water from the snow. Everything takes hours and hours. After that we build something something that will be for our in the tent. After that we are preparing the food. After that we need to take our camp and to go to another camp. And like you are working for 12, 14 hours, and like one day is very long day. In Everest, you wake up early, but also very early it's become dark. So at 5 p.m. already dark. So you're going to sleep and you come again early. In Antarctica, it's different. Like it doesn't matter. I even didn't understand what time is it. It doesn't matter. So sometimes we go at 2 a.m. outside in our next camp, or sometimes we woke up at 12 o'clock, like noon. It's like unbelievable. It was different story, and it's very cold, like very, very windy and very cold.
So it sounds like it's more of a mental game. I mean, of course it's cold and it's physical because you say you're carrying everything, but to be in daylight 24 hours a day, it must be really weird to get your body to sleep or your body to rest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was hard.
First, it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. And I must be so tired that I'm going to sleep for a few hours, and I woke up. So when I was almost months, because we stuck because of the weather. It was bad weather and I couldn't climb. We start climbing from my camp 3 and we stuck because of weather. We should go down and after to start again. So everything changed and you are absolutely disconnected. For example, in Everest, in base camp, there is Wi-Fi. If it's good weather, there's Wi-Fi. You can, after acclimatization, 5 days, you can be contact. There is no 1 month, almost 30 days, you are disconnected at all. But at all.
No
No
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi,
No
of course,
Wi-Fi.
no Wi-Fi. Or there's only walkie-talkies that you can speak with between the camps, and that's all. That's all. It's like light all the day, but it's very, very cold and very, very windy. It's not that you can go outside and to do something. So you're sitting or in tent, my tent, or in tent if we can build tent that we can eat all together, all the team, and that's all.
And how many people were with you on this expedition? How many people in your group?
This expedition was 6 people, and I also was with maybe you heard his name, Nims, that now is a film on Netflix, 14 Mountains. Nims, Nepal guys that did the 14 Mountains in 6 months. We were together in the expedition.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay. Were you the only woman?
no, it was no. It was one more girl in our expedition. She didn't succeed. She stopped after 2 weeks, but she couldn't do anything. She need to wait for the special plans that will come to take, because like you cannot do any evacuation, nothing. Like, and if it's bad weather, there's no plans that can come. And we stuck after the summit. We stuck twice. First, in the first attempt to go to the summit, we stuck because of the bad weather, and we go down. And after the week started again. And after summit, we came back to the base camp and again stuck for 1 week because there was bad weather that the plane will come to take us.
I see. So what did you get out of this latest challenge? I know you're doing your 7 summit challenge for yourself, but what physically, was this something you were nervous about? Were you physically prepared for this?
Yes, of course, it was different preparation from Everest. If I compare it, more physical. It's like more things that I need to do. It's not. It's less running. It's less doing aerobic things. It's more physical thing to strengthen my body. And also, I worked with the sleds, like I did like simulation, not with sleds exactly, but like on the sea and with the sand to prepare myself for this physical achievement. Yes, it's
What was the biggest disappointment of this trip for you?
a disappointment. No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
You didn't have one.
It wasn't disappointed at all. Like I was very happy that I'm so lucky to be on Antarctica continent. So few people that can do it and be there. And by myself, I'm very happy that I also did Antarctica and succeeded, and also did Everest, and I could compare and to explain to the people and to tell my story about Antarctica continent, because people cannot even don't understand what is Antarctica. A lot of people ask me if there is beers, white beers. No, in Antarctica there is no beers like Dov Lavan beer.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
beers. There are no beers. Beers is in Antarctica is only penguins. Beers there are in the north. And what is it? Antarctica is anti-Arctic. No beers. No beers. Beers is on the other side, on the north side. And things that I'm explaining that it is 3 kilometers of only ice. Only ice. There's nothing.
3,000 kilometers
Yes.
of only ice.
And there's no one person that living for permanent. There's station that they're checking and what for acclimatization, checking what about the weather, about the humidity, about the heat, all of the global problems. Only stations that coming for the summer months. There's no people that living there. There's no houses, nothing. There's nothing.
So you showed up. I mean, I wanted to understand what is driving you. Is it doing something that's absolutely impossible for most people, like climbing Everest and now going to the Antarctica? I understand your drive is to continue and check off all the boxes, but do you feel satisfied? Do you feel like you've really achieved something? I know you just did a TED Talk. Tell me how you're feeling inside about your last achievement. What does that feel like?
Of course, I satisfy when I finish my goal, and of course, I'm very happy to do it. But as I finish something and I'm standing on the summit and I go back to the safe place, I'm thinking about my next challenge. I want to show to everybody, and especially to women, that I am normal woman. I'm ordinary woman. I'm also, that I have profession. I'm lawyer. Now I'm the law office and I have profession. I have son. And I want to show that everything is possible. And even if I didn't born alpinist. I didn't born a mountaineer. I didn't born my family not climbing. But this desire, this passion that inside me, that I found my passion, and everybody can find like own passion, everything is possible. And even an ordinary woman, an ordinary person can do it. And that's what I wanted to show. Yes, I found my climbing in this era. But I'm showing, and also in my TED Talk, I spoke about it, that everything is possible. Dare to climb your Everest, dare to climb your Antarctica, dare to climb your desires, passion. You just need only to be persistence and to work hard for that. Of course, we need to work hard that it will be that we will succeed, and to make a plan. Nothing happens like for nothing. Like I am building plan, as you ask. I'm training few months before. I'm planning how I'm doing. I'm choosing expedition with whom I'm going, who is going to guide this expedition. I'm doing a lot of things. But at the end, to do something that I wanted to do and to succeed, it's a big wow. And I can show that everything is possible. Everything is possible.
And that's the thing what I admire so much about you is that you set a goal, and they are lofty goals. I mean, these are goals that most people couldn't even dream of. But I love your message that anything is possible, because I think that's what stops a lot of people. It seems so out of their comfort zone and so hard. I know for me that's true. But you're very inspirational by setting these really big goals and continually aiming high, achieving them, setting the next goal. I mean, you left in December, correct?
December, yes, and they came back beginning of January, yes.
Okay, so in June is Alaska.
Yes,
So would it be okay with you if we check back before you go to Alaska?
of course, we'll speak before, we'll speak during the expedition. I will update you, of course, for sure.
I would love to speak after. I just have to ask because you are Russian and we're in the middle of watching a Russian invasion. What's your sense of how far Putin will go?
Today in the morning, I have some interview on some of the Israeli challenge, and I have friends in Ukraine. I have also friends in Russia. Friends, mountain friends that we are climbing with them for expedition. People that doing together expeditions are like brothers, sisters forever. And my friend in Ukraine, I connected with her, Irina Galai, the first Ukrainian woman that climbed Mount Everest. Also, as me, first Israeli woman, she did in Ukraine. And we spoke today and together via Zoom. And she told me that she wanted to go to Annapurna in April, and she decided not to go. She decided to go to the Ukrainian army and to fight for her country for peace. And I don't want to take position if I'm with Russian or with Ukraine. I want to understand. I want to tell for peace. It's impossible that will happen in 20 this situation. I'm anti this situation. I want that it will be peace for everybody, for Russian people and for Ukrainian people. Everybody suffering now. Everybody. And of course, like Irina, she has a right to fight for her country and to protect her country and to do everything in order it will be independent country, and she will go to the mountains and to stand on the summit and to put Ukrainian flag and to tell, I love my country as I do in my country, in Israel. And that's what I want to do, that everybody will understand. It's impossible that somebody will come and to do things that it's impossible and it's like cannot be done.
I admire your courage and I admire your persistence. And I think it's safe to say we are all praying for the Russian people who have a horrible leader, a horrible dictator, and of course the Ukrainians. And
Absolutely.
we really pray for all of them.
And we will not stand with dictator, and it will not happen that what happened 80 years ago, it will not happen again. The history will not come again, and it will be peace. It will be peace.
We have to.
Yes.
Danielle, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. We'll speak again. We'll keep track of you. And we are thrilled at your next adventure to Alaska. More to follow. Okay. All right.